The Beatles were notoriously protective of their inner circle, especially when it came to the songwriting process. But on March 29, 1967, they opened the door for journalist Hunter Davies. This specific session, documented beautifully in Steve Turner's A Hard Day's Right, gives us a fly-on-the-wall glimpse into the songwriting process for Lennon and McCartney, and it gives us a fascinating look of how this song came together. The turning point came when John suggested a specific structural shift, the verse as a conversation. He wanted every line to start with a question. This is where you can really see their syllable count at work. So take the line, "Do you believe in love at first sight?" It's a classic line, but it's missing a beat, because it doesn't swing, so they added that one crucial syllable, turning it into "Do you believe in a love at first sight?" And that one tiny edit gave the line the rhythmic pocket it needed for the response, "Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time." We also get a great look at John's philosophy on filler words during this session, because his wife Cynthia actually popped in and suggested the line, "I'm just fine," as an answer. But John shot it down immediately, because to him the word "just" was meaningless. It was just taking up space. He pushed until he found the more substantial line we all know today, which is, "I can't tell you, but I know it's mine." But when the writing got tough, John and Paul didn't stress. They'd pivot to old rock and roll standards like Tequila or even Engelbert Humperdinck hits just to clear their heads. By the time 7 p.m. rolled around, they had a recording session scheduled. They called Ringo and told him the song was ready, even though, in typical Beatles fashion, the lyrics were still being finished on the way to the studio. And the song didn't even have its iconic title yet. At the time, they were calling it Badfinger Boogie, inspired by a minor injury John had to his forefinger while playing the piano. And what really cements the track's place in history, though, is what happened after that 7 p.m. session Turner mentions. By the time they captured a backing track they liked, it was nearly 6 in the morning. Ringo, who was exhausted and ready to head home, was actually stopped at the studio door by the other three. They insisted he record the lead vocal right then and there. If you listen closely to that final sustained high note at the end of the track, you're hearing a drummer who was terrified he couldn't hit the mark, literally being cheered on by his 3 best friends standing around the microphone. It's the ultimate example of the song's theme being put into practice. And this is how we get a masterpiece finished in the dawn light with a little help from his friends.